22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Here we go, set. 5, 6, 7.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here is Young. Throw downfield going to be taken in by Jackson. A solid stiff arm. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. Shifts by him. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Young now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Steelers 0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's McLeod. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLeod, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
21-3 is your score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready. Claws red. Ready, ready.
Young. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McLeod. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. For right, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Man open is Robinson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Panthers 28, Steelers 10.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great enough.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
Drill 52. Faster.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On third down, McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLeod. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll try the left side. McLeod. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down now, it's McLeod. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And quickly, they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On first down, it's McLeod. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 7.
Now they'll shift things around.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Fryermuth taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Steelers 17.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now Young. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing, Young. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Come on, set! Hey, go Fear!
Final play of the half, Young. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead on the final play of the half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they can't bring him down. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have. There he goes, left side. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
On second down, it's McLeod. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18.
42. Steelers 24.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Striker, 3-3.
It'll be Young again. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And blocked down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and 4. This is caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
This taken in at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
A quick throw by Young, caught, and the ball is knocked out. One of the linebackers has got it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
To about the 26 here. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
On second down now. It's McLeod, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
That is caught, and it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. In this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Devon Achane adding to his NFL record in touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A play fake, now Young. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
34.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's still on his feet. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
Here we go, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ready?
Following the interception, Young. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown! A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Steelers 34.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Try to lay one up deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
34.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. That ball caught by Harrison. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He'll buy some time right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders.
And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 35-yard line.
They give to Achane on the option. And he'll go down at the 28. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On play action, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how Week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got him in, complete. Now he's into the clear again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A big play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 1st and 10, Young. Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Here we go.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Madden.
They're going to look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Here is Young. Going deep here for Bryant. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 11. And his throw is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Loss of 8 brings up 2nd and 18 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll look to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Fryermuth. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. That's caught at the 2. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Young here to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Shot, 17.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
560. 597.
Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Man open is Robinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Carolina, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,